Hello, amazing one. Relax. I'm going to teach you how to solve this. It's just so easy, okay? And don't forget to tell us how it helps you in the comment. We always want to serve you best. Now, to solve this, we begin with solution. So this is what we have. So we repeat 4 to the power of 1 minus x plus 4 to the power of 1 plus x is equal to 10. Now, what do you do? Just remember, for every a to the power of m plus n, it is a to the power of m multiplied, okay? This comes to multiplication. And for every a to the power of m minus n, it is this divided by a to the power of n. Remember, this can also be written as a to the power of n divided by this, okay? So apply these rules here. We are going to have, for this, we are going to put it in this form. So we have 4 to the power of 1 divided by 4 to the power of x plus, for addition, you multiply. So it's going to be 4 to the power of 1 multiplied by 4 to the power of x is equal to 10. Interesting. So what do you think we should do next? Remember, for anytime you raise a number to the power of 1, it is still the same number. So simplifying this, we are going to have, this is the same as 4 divided by 4 to the power of x plus 4 multiplied by 4 to the power of x is equal to 10. Now, to clear this fraction, we are going to divide each part by this, okay? So it's going to give us 4 divided by 4 to the power of x multiplied by 4 to the power of x, okay? Plus, this is 4 multiplied by 4 to the power of x multiplied by 4 to the power of x is equal to, you also multiply the right side so that the equation will be balanced. So what do you do? This is going to give, remember, this is the same as divided by 1. So this and this can take off. So we have 4 divided by 1 is 4 plus, for this, we have 4 multiplied by, you see that these two are the same. And for each time you have a to the power of m multiplied by a to the power of m, it is the same as a to the power of m raised to power of 2. Okay, it means this value are 2. This power shows the number of times is multiplied. So for this, we are going to have 4 to the power of x is raised to power of 2. We are going to have, this will give us 10 multiplied by 4 to the power of x. Now, what did you observe? You observed that 4 to the power of x is repeated. So we can quickly say, let 4 to the power of x be equal to, use another variable. So we are using y. So we're going to have 4 plus 4. This will be y. So we have y squared is equal to 10 multiplied by y. So if you keep solving, you observe that the highest power of y is 2. So when you have such equation, it's leading you to a quadratic equation. And for you to have watched through this point, it shows what you are doing interesting. Don't forget to hit that subscription button. Give this a like, share with your friends. And if you are still new, subscribe, for we have a lot to give to you. Thank you, and let's continue. So from this point, we're going to have 4 plus 4y squared is equal to 10. If you multiply this, it gives you 10y. Okay, so gathering this together, we have, let's begin with the highest power. So we have 4y squared. This is positive. Take it to the left side. It becomes negative 10y plus 4 is equal to 0. When you remove this, nothing is left. So to solve this, you use your quadratic formula. So y will give us negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. So this is going to be our guide. So applying this formula, applying it on the equation, we are going to have, so remember, your a is always the coefficient of your y squared, which is 4, okay? Your b is the coefficient of y, which is negative 10, and our c is the constant, which is 4. So we're going to have y is equal to, plug it here, we have negative, our b is negative, so be careful to put in brackets, okay? then plus or minus square root of negative 10 squared minus 4 multiplies our A is 4 and our C is also 4. So everything is divided by 2 multiplied by 4. So keep simplifying. Y will give us, this is positive 10 plus or minus square root of negative 10 squared is negative 10 multiplied 2 times, and that will give us 100. So if you multiply this, you have negative 64, and everything is divided. Multiply this, you have 8. So keep solving. Y will give us 10 plus or minus square root of, subtract this is going to give us 36 and is divided by 8. So if you keep solving, Y will give us 10 plus or minus square root of 36 is 6 divided by 8. So if you keep simplifying this, we are going to have Y is equal to 10 plus 6 divided by 8. Okay, so let's simplify this. 10 add 6 is 16. So we have 16 divided by 8 will give us 2. So it means that the first value of Y is 2. Then the second value of Y we have, Y will give us 10. We go with the subtraction sign, divided by 8. This will give us 4 on 8. And when you reduce this, you have half. So it means that the second value of Y is half. But remember, we are asked to find X. So we are going to recall what we stated earlier that. So we recall that 4 to the power of X is equal to Y. So let's take the first value of Y. When Y is 2, plug it here, we're going to have 4 to the power of X is equal to 2. We know also that 4 is 2 times 2, which is 2 squared. So it means we have 4 will now be equal to 2 squared raised to power of X is equal to 2. Okay. So remember we said earlier that a to the power of m to the power of n is a to the power of m and the powers multiply. So in that case, we are going to have multiply this. It gives you 2 to the power of 2x is equal to 2. And you know 2 is the same as any number a is the same as a to the power of 1. So this is the same as this. So since the bases are the same, simply equate the powers because the powers should be equal. So in that case, we have 2x is equal to 1. So to get x, divide by 2. When you do that, x is going to give us half. So this gives us the first value of x. So for the second value of x, when y, the second y is half, we are going to have 4 to the power of x. So we're going to have 4 to the power of x will now be equal to half. So this gives us 2 to the power of 2 to the power of x. Now remember that for every 1 over a, it is the same as a to the power of negative 1. Okay, so this is the same as 2 to the power of negative 1. So it gives us 2 to the power of 2x is 2 to the power of negative 1. Bases are the same, so 2x will be equal to negative 1. To get our x, divide both sides by 2. This cancels, so we are going to have the second value of x is now negative half. Okay, so this is the second value of x. Remember we said the first value of x is half. So these are the two values of x. Now you can quickly do a check with one of them. I will just do with this, then I will leave you with the second one. So to verify, we only do with this, okay? You can try this. So for when x is half, we are going to have 4 to the power of 1 minus half plus 4 to the power of 1 plus half. Is it going to give us 10? So when you subtract half from 1, it gives you half. So we have 4 raised to power half, okay? Then plus, if you add this, it gives you 3 on 2. Is it going to give us 10 Remember, this is the same as 2 to the power of 2 raised to power half plus 2 to the power of 2 raised to power of this. Is this still giving us 10? So if you keep simplifying, let's complete it here. We are going to have, remember this is over 1, so it can take off, and it gives us 2. 2 raised to power 1 is the same as 2, plus this is over 1, so this can take off. We have 2 to the power of 3. Is it going to give us 10? 2 to the power of 3 is 2 multiplied 3 times, and that will give us 8. So when you have 2 add 8, you know it gives you 10. So that's what we have at the right side. So it means that this value of x is correct. You can also check this, and let's communicate in the comment section. If this helps you, give it a like, share, and if you are still new, subscribe for more tips. Thank you for engaging. I'll see you in our next class. Bye bye.